I would black out, I would become like this whole other person or the darkest side of myself. And I wronged some people that didn't deserve it. And sometimes I felt like I didn't deserve that forgiveness or the song is a redemptive song about something you've done that's so terrible that you feel like you can never get over it, you can never make up for it. But then as it goes along, it starts touching on the subject of how it's two sides, the person that did the wrongdoing and the effects on the other person, but that other person still has to like let go of the thing and get past it. At the end of the day, both sides have to.
Was it about a specific event?
It was about a bunch of events for me personally, but some of those events include other people, so I'll just leave that at that.
Is there anything you can tell us about the events? Generally, you don't have to use names.
All right, so for me, there was some times where I had a drinking issue, and when I would black out, I would become like this whole other person or the darkest side of myself. And I wronged some people that didn't deserve it. So there was a lot of things going on for me personally where I didn't realize. I thought in my head I was drinking for fun, but once I started drinking and getting drunk, I would start drinking at something and like the worst sides of myself would come out. And sometimes I felt like I didn't deserve that forgiveness or I didn't deserve those things. And it took me a while to get over that. And I gave up drinking for 12 years because of some of the things I was doing. And his character was too important to me to sacrifice the chance of me becoming that person when I was drunk.
If you came back to life, I'd kill you for making me watch you die. How does that tie in?
So, for me, there was a friend, I'm not going to name any names again, but a friend of mine, and he was actually the best friend of one of my best friends. That's how I ended up meeting him. He committed suicide around Christmas. And one of the things I always noticed in my friend that he would say, like, he was so upset with him for not telling him he was feeling that way and not reaching out to him, you know, before he took his own life. He mentioned to me a lot about, like, even if he came back, how mad he would still be at him. You know what I mean? Like, and he said his first thing he would do would be to punch him right in the face, basically. And I was trying to tap into some of that emotion because you care so much about somebody. But even in that moment, you're still so mad, you'd probably deck him right in the face and then pick him up and give him a hug. And that was something that he mentioned to me several times. And I thought that was very relative to the topic.
Watch the end unfold before
I'm gonna have to say Josh Gilbert's part, because that's the part where it's like, I mean, redemption calls out my name, and like also hearing Josh Gilbert, one of my musician heroes, singing my melody and my part and adding in his little flavors was it's got to be the favorite for me. Just for that, and that's the part that I really think it hammers home the redemption part of it, because the whole front part is more like I'm upset with myself. There's blinders around my eyes, you know what I mean? Like, it's more talking about that element, and that's the part that it changes. And it's really like, no matter how bad this is, you can overcome it, and you can become a better person because of it.